Welcome back, I'm Captain Xavier, and today we're going to be doing a series of videos comparing various things. This one is going to be comparing different springs in the rival Kronos and seeing what the various differences are in performance. I've got a stock Kronos, I have my K26 Deadpool Kronos, and then in these two brand new ones we're going to be putting in a 10K spring and a 13K spring. And then we're going to see what happens. We're going to check the FPS, we're going to check the range, we're going to look at accuracy, and all of that jazz, and it should be a lot of fun. So, step one, I need to toss the heavier springs in each of these, and possibly O-rings if I can figure out where they go. Let's do this. Alright, that's the 10K in, and I should probably mark it so I remember which one it is. The stock springs from these two are different. They're different lengths. Though this one was primed when it came to me, so maybe it just got compressed, but there's also slightly different color. That is weird. Strangely inconsistent for Hasbro. Alright, well I've got them all modded up. The stock one obviously is the lightest. The 10K does not feel that much heavier, but there is a slight difference. The 13 on the other hand is much different, and honestly doesn't feel that much lighter than the K26. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they perform against each other. So let's head out to the range and fling some foam. Alright, so let's get some FPS readings on these various Kronoxen, starting with the stock one, of course. Oh, missed. Right, so right around 90, 93, 94, which is what is expected from a Kronos. Now the 10 kg spring. That was more than an improvement than I was expecting. We're getting a high 119, 17, so yeah, the 10 kg, which doesn't feel that much heavier. That's the neat thing, is that it got that much of an improvement, and really, you can barely tell the difference in the prime. Let's take a look at the 13, because that one, you notice. Okay, yeah, there you can see it, upwards of 140, high 130s. And last but not least, K26. Interesting. The K26 one is coming in less than the 13. Which honestly, now that I really think about it, it kind of does feel like it has possibly a slightly lower draw. It's also one of the Deadpool ones, which if you remember, my Deadpool shotgun was decidedly a lemon. So, interesting. But the 13, that's a heck of an improvement. Alright, now we're going to look at range and accuracy. Okay, we are shooting at a range of 50 feet, and the goal is to test accuracy, to see what the added spring loads do to things like the hop-up and range and that sort of thing. So, here we go. Starting with stock. So not great. I think I only got one in there. Let's try the 10, see if the added velocity improves things. Well, range improved, but accuracy, I don't know if it was that much different. All right, we'll try the 13. That hop up, though. And finally, K26. So yeah, that's the problem with increasing the power on rival blasters. The hop-up becomes a serious problem, especially if you have inconsistent ammo, because the lighter ammos are really affected by it. All right, so let's talk numbers. This is all about science. The stock one was getting what you would expect, mid to low 90s, which is awesome for a stock blaster. The 10 kilogram one, which surprised me because the draw weight seems to be almost the same, yet this one was getting nearly 20 FPS higher, which is a significant improvement. We were getting, 119, 118, 117, 119 again. So, excellent increase there. This one, K26'd. Now, I wish I had actually just used another brand new one and K26'd it, because this one's been, this was a different brand, or a different make, an earlier version. Maybe there were some changes, but in any case, this one was getting 10 FPS higher than the 10 kilogram one, so we're getting in the high 20s. And then the 13 kilogram one was coming in at the top, which was getting high 30s, 10 increased again. So if you're really wanting really high FPS for whatever reason, you want the high velocity at short range, then by all means the 13 kilogram one is great. K26 and the 13, again, felt like they had about the same draw, but there was a 10 FPS difference. And there could be loads of factors affecting all of this. This is obviously not an exhaustive scientific study. I haven't made sure that the blasters were identical to begin with in any of that. This is just a general fire down range. What did I get? I didn't bother with range because after seeing the accuracy test, the range tests were going to be just as erratic. Even the stock one at 50 feet, I was only able to hit a man-sized target once. Everything else was spiraling off, drifting off, and not consistently even. And that could also be explained by inconsistencies in the ammunition. That's something that you see a lot of with Rival. And things just got worse as the power increased, to the point that in this one, the higher ones, I didn't hit a man-sized target at all. It didn't even come close most of the time. The K26 one was actually the most consistent, but that could again be a fluke. So increasing the power on these is not going to do that much good for long range. What it will give you is increased velocity at short range, which is handy if you're worried about your target being able to dodge, because having 50 FPS higher than the stock blaster and the 13 kilogram blaster, that's got a lot more zing at 20 feet, 30 feet, 40 feet, and it's going to be really hard for someone to dodge something coming at them at that velocity. But once you get out to 50 feet, you're just never going to be able to hit them unless you get really lucky. Now, what I haven't tested, and what I may do next, as the next test, is to remove the hop-up entirely. Just take it out altogether and see what happens. The lack of backspin is going to keep them from drifting up and keeping the range. But I'm very interested to see if that keeps them from veering off once you break that 50-foot mark. So that will probably be an experiment for maybe next weekend. I don't know. We'll see when I have another evening free to break open every one of these and remove the hop-up and see what it does. I'm terribly, terribly curious. But if you're looking to, all you care about is increasing the FPS, then yeah, the 10 kilogram and the 13 kilogram or K26 are definitely going to give you that. If you're looking for a precision pistol, the Kronos just isn't the blaster for you anyway. So you're better off building, a half-dart, long-barreled, snap-fire or sharp-fire or something. So anyway, that's my findings based on flinging some foam down an alley. Hope this helps some of you. We will see what it leads to in the future. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you guys for watching.